Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming back or showing up for the first time. Today we're taking Spartacus through Skyrim and continuing his legendary journey. Today we're going to continue our push through the companions, but right now we are headed down to Rift and we're going to purchase ourselves some, what do you call it? Light armor levels. Well, it also allows us to go to Traver's Watch from here, which I believe doubles. I believe Traver's Watch also, I could be wrong, but I believe Traver's Watch also has or is close to the Detect Life, which is the most effective way to power level your alteration skill. So we are going to give this a 12-hour wait and let Grelka show up to the market here, and we'll purchase our levels from her. We were able to do some fun things. We got our third, and I believe in our last video, we got our third piece of our Word of Power for our Shout, Element of Fury. And we, in the process, we took 2 Frost Dragons on simultaneously and managed to win. And now, since we have done our training with her, we'll go ahead and level up. Hopefully, this doesn't level us up twice. We're going for, ideally for a 200, right? 200 stamina. Perfect. So now, in theory, we could purchase some more from her, which I think, depending on how much gold that is, we need some extra gold anyway. And she now happens to have some extra gold because we have stuff to sell. The chills, I believe we already have that. So we'll get rid of it, keeping the rest of that. We need 2-handed weapons. We've already got that, so we'll go ahead and toss this one. Some Berserker we don't need. Cure Poison we probably won't need, but we'll hold on to it. Shock Aversion, we're okay. Illusion, nope, we don't do illusion spells. Lockpicking wouldn't be terrible, but that's we've done Master Locks without it, so I'll say we're good on those for now. We may need to clean some of these up at some point. Food, we're going to hold on to all of our food with the exception of these mud crabs we don't need. Mud crab legs we don't need. Some cooked beef. I think we need raw beef for the beef stew, so we'll get rid of that. And miscellaneous. I don't think I have anything big, but I can start. I like to sell these gems. We've got a bunch back at home for doing the, putting into, like, with silver and gold for lockets and rings and stuff like that, and leveling up our blacksmithing that way. Everything else we should be able to hold on to, so now it's a matter of, how about those, this should cost us about 2,500. There we go, gets us almost to 50, and I don't believe it finishes our level up, it does not. So now we get to choose some skills. We have 2 extra points. Oh, that was a misclick. We do want to get into our restoration. It's at 30 finally, so I believe we're close to respite, which allows us to restore stamina. But we're also probably going to be headed for regeneration to make him do more, which will help, and necromage as well. Now, we aren't technically affected by necromage at the moment. This will help against Draugr and stuff like that if we were throwing spells out. However, the interesting thing here is that it applies to vampires. And as a vampire, if we become a vampire again, which I believe we'll probably do during our Dawnguard quests, we'll end up becoming a vampire, utilizing the necromage as essentially as a way to have those buffs, those benefits apply against us, and that'll allow our enchanting to get buffed even further. And we're close here on 27. We're almost to 30, so we can almost do our elven smithing. And our one-handed is coming along nicely. We really want to save a point. We haven't picked up critical charge, and we haven't picked up paralyzing strike. I generally don't take critical charge. I just sit there and wait for... I get savage and stay. At 80, we'll get our 5th point in here, but what we're really looking for is this one. That we have 2 points until that becomes available, so we will keep 1 point. Oh, just for that. And that is just for that specific piece. But with the extra levels we have bought into light armor, we are close to the unhindered version of it, and we want that extra percentage. We want that extra armor rating. So since in the holding 1 point, we're going to hold this point for the dual savagery in our one-handed, and let the rest of it kind of come naturally. And now that we're here, we're gonna make our way to Treva's Watch. Oh, apparently we have to learn how to get out of the city first.
A pot to piss in, I'd gladly share.
New in town, eh?
No, I'm not new in town. I've been here once. Or twice. Taking the cabbage. We're still making our chant, right? We still need cabbage, leeks, potatoes, tomatoes. Cabbage, leeks, potatoes, tomatoes. And always salt. Salt, oh, salt, salt. Here, these, when they refresh, it's like he has a curing station. Oh, and there's raw beef. Hallelujah. Beautiful. Oh, and there's a problem. What's up, big guy? Could you land? That'd be great. If you land, we can play. If you don't land, we can't play. Sounds like he's a frost dragon, which is nice. It's not good per se, but it's nice for us because we wanted to test that. Oh, and he has the ice storm, I think it is. There you are. What are you attacking? Are you gonna land over here for me? Stay inside. No need to worry here. I'm just here for your cabbage. And your wheat. Did you finally land? Well, kind of. Oh, and it's a blood dragon. So this won't be a fair test. Compare in complete and utter comparisons. So. There we go. Oh, I don't think we would survive that normally. So we can see his teeth here in the right here. Ooh, we couldn't have gotten that any closer if we tried. Let's pop a plentiful healing. That should keep us from just insta-dying. And then this poor lady is going to die to a wolf. And that is our first blood dragon down. Though I do believe our Mjolnir or Mjolnir, however you say it, the very first dragon we ever fought was in fact a blood dragon, which was kind of a pain because it made him take a very, very long time. But poor Draven here, he didn't make it. That's just too bad. And here we have more dragon bones. So, we're going to turn around and go sell these, right? Because dragons are always messing up our day. And if we don't have room in our inventory for the next dragon stuff, we might not be able to get it. Not to mention that we already have a bunch at home, and these ones, well, they could maybe we'll give them to. We're not gonna give them. We're gonna sell them. We're trying to make some money. There we go. What's up, Brandishay? You're a dark elf. Politics and Argonians hate you. There's the soul snares. We're keeping the Skyforged steel sword. There's old dude's ring. He didn't make it. Miscellaneous. He has 612, so let's start with these. Dragon bones. And then we'll do a dragon scale there.
Keep your eyes to the road.
Normally I don't
You're gonna stare. Take a look.
sell dragon scales per se. But in these cases, in this case I'm making an exception because we already have so many up there, and right now, like, to be weighted down at, you know, 300 weight going into the Travis watch would just be way too much. However, the dragon did slow us down, so what I'm gonna do is I'll probably speed up the run down to Treva's watch, and hopefully we don't run into anything too big. If we do end up in a big, find or a real important scenario, we'll bring it back down to real time. So without any delay or further ado, and so on and so forth, let's get to running. All right, and we have made it here. So you could go down through the front the way it does it, but there's a quest actually here if you come in the backside like this. And it doubles as this quest actually, if you do it for this guy, Stalio here, he actually gives us the book or a reward of Detect Life. Now, Detect Life is the is a book or a spell that you can utilize for alteration, and it is by far the fastest way to power level alteration, especially if you can get alteration down to where it doesn't cost anything.
You ask a lot of questions for a mercenary. Just get
Yeah, I'll clear them out for you.
Good luck.
So Detect Life is really, really good, especially since we want to get to 100 alteration at some point. So that'll be something that we're probably looking into it in the future. So we'd like to pick it up here instead of having to purchase it from somebody else. So we're coming in through the escape tunnel. And then we're going to make sure we have our Berserker Rage available. We do. Now we're going to try and do this without sneaking again. It's kind of our goal from here on out, is to utilize sneak as little as possible and start utilizing our Ravager playstyle or Berserker playstyle. Try number 4. So we can take out the archers fairly easily. It's the heavy armor guy that's actually really, really tough for us. And they all present a little bit of a challenge, being that well, I'm gonna be real mad if he lives because we zoned there. He did not live. We have an orcish dagger here though. Hey, yo. That hits for 29. I bet our steel dagger hits for harder. It does. I forgot about Berserk being there. So there's one. We're gonna just kind of cheese this a little bit, and we're gonna wait for 12 hours each, or 24 hours each time we have this problem, or each time we fight, because at least that group, because that's a group of 4. The heavy armor guy is finished, but it took all of our Berserk to do it, and the 2 archers in there aren't necessarily a problem. But there's a third person there that around the corner that usually comes with, and if that happens, if we have to fight them, all 3 of them together, the archers might not be bad, but the extra, he poses the problem. So we play a little bit of gimmick stuff here, and again, I think this is try number 4. We're going to burn them, and then we're going to blitz them afterwards. We pulled the third, so we want to be real careful with the third there. But her... Alright, that two-handed warrior down is huge for us. She hit like a truck, and she killed us a couple times. So now we're good to go here on these guys. There's one. And there's the last of them. That took way more than expected. We really need to get our light armor up. That's why we've been purchasing those levels. And just wow. We'll pick up some of this stuff. We're gonna do some looting. We're also gonna wait for our 24 hours to bring our Berserk back, because we are really relying on those two. Alright, so let's put our combat back up and pick up some of these arrows that we littered all over the place. Get some vampire dust, those silver swords. Let's see if you guys have any of the... No, not green apples. What do we want? Oh, hey, you've got wheat. I'll take that. We want cabbage, leeks, potatoes, tomatoes. Cabbage, leek, potato, tomato. Alright. Picking up some more stuff. Looks like we've got some dwarven mace there. Ah, scaled horn armor. I believe scaled is really good. I believe scaled actually shares the tree of smithing above elven. It does indeed. It does share the that tree. It's on the left, so it's on the light armor side. It's scaled and plated, which is weird because plated is heavy and scaled is light. But scaled does... Oh, there's our potato. The scaled does, in fact. I believe it takes a number, or either 40 or 50 to actually use it. We have to be careful. There are some traps in here. Eventually, I believe at 100 line armor, you can actually use them, or there's one of the points is to not it might be in sneak, but I believe in light armor it lets you go over traps without rocking them. Let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. That answer was no. We're gonna let him go back.
Hello? Who's there?
And sneak levels.
Go to the college, Dad said. Use your smarts, he says. Like I'm supposed to... What was that?
I don't think we're gonna wait this one out. There we go. Not silent. Not terrible. I wonder what this is. I've always been curious. I know there's obviously there's a bunch of dead bodies, but what I'm curious about is like, is this just where they, like when the bandits, or in this case the Silver Hand, took over this spot? Is this just where they decided to dump the bodies? Or is it more like, was Stalio, squatting in the place, or went back on a business deal or whatever the Stalio deal is that we've got going on? Was he in here, like, did he take over this place and murder the family, right? And then just hold on to it, and then now he's been run out by, some bandits or mercenaries that were hired by, relatives or something like that. Always been a curiosity. Because as far as I know, there isn't, I haven't seen any, like, lore regarding it. There's those 2 Imperial Swords. Some scaled boots. We're going to pick up anything that is scaled. Studded, not so much, but scaled we are definitely going to pick up. Because if it does rate higher, that'll be, we could potentially skip Elven entirely. Try number 4. So there's some big guys in here, again, much like the last time, or the other one. And unfortunately, we get to rely on our things here. We're going to try and use these bear traps to our advantage for the time being. So we're going to pick this guy up. There we go, and we didn't have to use our Berserker Rage, which is good for us. A little more resilience never hurt. Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna pull the 2 on the right. If you can hear the frustration in my voice, it's real. It is real. I keep getting the third guy, the boss. The boss has got stupid amounts of just a stupid combo for me, and this guy keeps randomly killing me for no reason. And by no reason, I mean I shoot him and he gets mad about it. God. How many times I gotta shoot to hit him?
I know I heard something. Sure have mercy on you.
Alright, so that guy didn't kill us this time. That's good. We'll peek with the bow guy. Just gonna keep healing up. The only reason this works is because we didn't pull the boss. Otherwise, we would currently be resetting. Now we'll pop this for speed. Carve his body up for good measure for all the extra times that I've died. No wonder he hits hard. He had dwarven arrows. And he had a steel arrow because I shot him with it. And now we're actually going to get, wait, another 24 because we can't do this without Berserker Rage. Even so, without Berserker Rage, we've been randomly hit by this dude, and he one-shots you, or at least me, right? Because we have, we don't have, we have the 25% magic resistance, but we don't have near enough, right? We don't have near close to enough to actually shrug things off like that. And he has an electric two-handed mace that is just, it's dwarven, so it also has a great, damage on top of it, but it is just tearing me apart. So, this time, it should be just us and him, mano y mano, and with any luck, we'll get the better part of the deal in there. Leather armor. Armor rating of 64. What is our leather armor? 68. Haha. Brief invisibility. Maybe that would help. I'm pretty sure invisibility helps, but only when you're crouched or sneaking. We unlocked a door to a storeroom. I'll take all of that. There's a dwarven helmet. An orcish greatsword. If we were a heavy armor guy, we would be doing really well for ourselves. But of course, that would probably be light armor as well. Is that a scaled helmet? That is. I think that's our third unique piece of scaled. So we might almost have a full scaled set here in a minute. See if we can drag this guy back here.
Do your worst. You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
So, what happened?
I'm going to try and bait him into another attack. There we go. Oh, look at this thing of thunderbolts. And we're going to disenchant that on you. Just want you to know that. And since we don't have anybody else over here, we're going to do it again. One more time. So that guy, we had to bait the attack out. Now, we probably could have taken one of the hits, maybe two, with the Berserker Rage up, but we didn't want to chance it. And the great thing about this is the damage output with that Elemental Fury. We are slinging swords, just slinging them around. Like they are nothing. All right. So now I don't think there's anybody else. Correction. I hear somebody else, so I know there's somebody else in the place. But we also have our big pieces ready again, so we are ready to go. There's an elven sword. Ooh. And bound sword, we'll take that. So bound sword is an interesting thing. It's a concept character that I've never actually played to fruition, is something like a conjuration warrior, or yeah, to where you summon and you're a warrior, but you never utilize heavy armor and so on and so forth, or maybe even light armor like this. But you never carry your sword with you. You're always using bound sword.
And it shows. I've seen horkers with smaller guts.
Funny coming.
All right.
Breath smells like she just kissed a drogger.
Would you two shut up before Brewery hears you messing around?
I think so. There's
Keeping a knife in my boot. Tired of getting disarmed.
three here.
Never enough gold. Just need one good haul.
One good haul is not enough. The problem is, once you get one good haul, you get addicted to the haul, and so on and so forth. You never really stop. All right.
Kill him. He talks to me like that again. Get him while he's sleeping. Ooh, poisonous meat. See how I like. Pick him pockets. Now that's the real. What was that?
We're gonna pull him. That looks like 4 or 5 of them. Huh? What a fight that would be. Let's give it a go. There you go. There's one down. Oh, there's 2 mages. Not excited about those. Ale. I didn't want the ale. Boot. Go back. We're running them back. Some of them might keep up. These mages, though, rough. We're out of Berserk. Technically, this is a bad place to hide. It's good because it's out of line of sight, and I don't think he's going to come back far enough. But without having Shadow to help you, if he comes around the corner, he found me. Joke's up. Gig is up. He got me. Alright, we're going to wait 24 hours up here. We're going to... we have to isolate the mages, kill one at a time. We can take the other guy, the swordsman, with one of the mages. That doesn't seem to be a problem. The problem is the second mage. One of them is lightning and one of them is frost. Neither of which are we really good against at the moment. Ironically, we're really kind of wishing we were a vampire right now for that frost resistance. Well, we went ahead and edited a bunch of this. This is probably try 15 or so, and I'm actually really frustrated here by these 2 mages that just keep destroying my health bar. So we went ahead and I think I actually muted my mic, buckled down, and just went to it. I formulated a little plan. One of the things I figure that's not helping me out here is these shields they keep putting up, like you can see there. And so here I procced it so that I intentionally did that so that they would proc me, and put up their shields. And now I'm waiting for them to go back. And then I'm going to wait out the shield before I actually engage them. So these guys were super painful, right? Like the ice spike guy can kill me, my entire health bar from top, even when inside of Berserker Rage in like 3 hits. The shot guy, not so much. He has to hit me from full health outside of Berserker Rage, but he only has to do it twice. So here I'm waiting again, like I said. I'm waiting for that that shield to pop off. And as soon as it breaks, I'm going to, I believe I'm going to jump, you know, just fly in there. Give him the old flying orc and see if I can't carve him up. Alright, so the shield popped off. Here's the Berserker Rage, and I believe, yeah, so we actually did this on an earlier try where we took the paralysis potion, but we did it with the bow, and by the time the arrow paralyzed him and then we got down there, he was coming back up. So I figured I'd do it this time just with the sword that I'm actually going to kill him with. I'm also intentionally not power attacking here because I want to conserve that stamina for the other wizard. I want to get the staggers off. And like I said, he can kill me. He's only hit me twice in that Berserker Rage and nearly killed me. But obviously, you know, with Berserker Rage up and power attacks with the stagger, he died pretty well. This guy switches to an axe, and I'm just out of stamina. I'm annoyed. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm not playing to the best. I probably could have stayed in there, tanked it, and did the pulled the power attack stagger off and killed him. But I wasn't. I'm not gonna leave anything to chance right now. I've done this probably 15 times, and this is the farthest I've actually managed to get, where I've got both wizards down, and I've got just this garbage, you know, archer left. We get the sweet kill cam, and here we go. I had to focus and do some real gimmicky things there. I had to paralyze this little stupid mage in order to actually kill him. So that was intense. And once the ice mage died, who was 3-shotting me, that was a little different. Definitely an experience. Not of the fun kind. But we can do our trick with our wait again for 24 hours. We finally killed both mages and the other guy. We should have a whole lot of fun when we finally open up the damn thing, but we get some extra help. Inside here is just all by ourselves. We are on our own. Man, these silver sword guys, they take a beating. But the good thing about them taking a beating is that I think, so we did an emergency level in there, but I think we just hit 70 in our one-handed. And so we've been saving this perk for this, and we get our dual savagery. I think the next one is at 80, which gives us 5 out of 5, and then 90 for the for that. And we're also at 49 in our light armor. So at 50 we'll be able to get unhindered. That's coming up. I wonder what its progress is. Almost. That's coming up soon. So we only have to take a little bit more damage there. Smithing, we're saving a perk for 30 to be there. Alteration and restoration, of course, both of these have some time to go. We have to put some time into them. And then alchemy, the good old alchemy. When we finally decide that we're gonna buy the rest of it or purchase it, that is where we will go. So I think we're gonna save this perk for now. Did we do our wait? Did we? Let's find out. Yep, got our Berserker Rage. Just finish making sure that we got. Let's see. Do we have? That's scaled boots. Do we have the scaled? We have helmet, boots, and horned armor. So we don't have. What are we missing? Helmet, horned armor, boots. So gloves, like a scaled set of gloves. Won't be on this guy. He ain't got nothing. Well, hello. It's a kitchen. You know what? You know what? That's great. Dog meat, I don't think is something we want to. We're not eating that. We're not eating dog meat. Raw beef, we'll take that. Take the apothecary satchel. Got some eager cheese wedge. Edgar. Is that like Edgar from Men in Black? Carrots. We don't want carrots. There we go. Round of True Shot. Empty barrels. Cabbage. Potatoes. Leeks. Tomatoes. Why did I pick up apples? Now there's 4 apples on the floor. Now what? I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible. I just keep picking up these damned apples. Oh, man. I believe there's another big fight here. Yeah, I believe so. That's not exciting at all. But we also have this, this sweet little trap we can use to our advantage. Let's see what we've got. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Just helping ourselves to some materials here. In essence, the only thing that we did just there with those was we proved that I'm more stubborn than they are. That's it. Here we go. Here's a group. Let's just see what happens here if we put an arrow in one.
See someone there?
Well, this one took a lot of damage, so maybe we don't. There's one. Oh, yeah. My end draws near? Oh, no, there's a fire guy. But hey, we're not completely dead already, so... Let's see. We need some potions, so we're gonna get some stamina and some health. Let's get some healing in here. Get some stamina up. Get some minor magic up. And then we're going to... We've got the silver-handed leader here and some archers. We're going to give ourselves another round of potions. The stamina's the big one that we want, so we're going to Pop those two. Give ourselves some magicka. We've got some minor healings here. But,
So much easier to rob when you're dead.
there we go. And now we'll get this guy. And then I believe there's only one left. Where are you? Oh, I believe he's up the stairs. So we'll search here, get all these ones picked up. I believe that guy will actually reset, so we can ignore him. I don't want your cooked beef. Give me that raw beef. If he ends up coming down here, I'm going to be real upset that I didn't go seek him out to take care of him. There we go. We'll wait for our 24. Get our combo back. That did allow us to get through all 4 of those. We did have to do a little dance there. The good thing is the fire mage didn't instant kill us. The bad thing is that the frost mage a while back, he pretty much did instant kill us with those. He was 3-shotting us, but we've managed to overcome through pure stubbornness. We have managed to overcome all of those setbacks thus far. Potion of the Warrior. One-handed weapons. Yes. 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 That's super exciting. We'll pop that on our next big fight. Still just looting up the bodies here. Didn't want the cooked beef. Did anybody die over here? No. Nobody died over here. The Silverhand leader died right here, though. She had some garbage steel stuff, but she was all steel. She was all heavy armor. No wonder she didn't take any damage. Actually, she went down pretty fast. Once we get the combo up, you know, they all just kind of melted. I was kidding. I didn't actually want to go out to Skyrim. I didn't want to do that. Not quite yet. Oh, this does put me where I want to be, though. But before we come out here, that's the finish for that. So before we actually come out here and do that, we're going to make sure that one person that was left, he's not left anymore. We're not going to kill his buddies and leave him out. All right. And now for the grand finale. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be a grand finale per se. There's I don't even know if it's going to be that tough. I don't think this guy's as tough as the other ones.
What was that?
Oh, in fact, I am. There we go. We'll heal here today. This would kind of pull anybody that was around the corner, if there was anybody around the corner. But there's not. And oh, I forgot how much I love this place. This place always has the halves. This place always have. This place always has this Arcanum back here and a decent amount of mats. It's a good place to get lost. I don't know what these guys at Trevis Watch were up to before, or whatnot, but the people who took over, they had it going on. They had stuff organized here. They had it figured out. Look at that. Look at that. Let's open the chest and see what's in it. There's our fragment. A mage light, which we don't necessarily need. Oh, look at that plate armor. It's a little too heavy. But that staff is not. Healing hand heals the target for 4 seconds, but not on dead Atronachs or machines. That's kind of gross. But we have an Arcanum. And we can do that. Awesome. We can almost do some enchanting. I think that Grand Soul Soul Gem will actually keep a hold of, because I think that'll give us, that we'll utilize for, what are we going to utilize it for? Making an arcane enchanter in our house. And with that, we are ready to go outside, open this place up to the wolves, or to Stelio, or whatever his name was. Yeah, I think his name's Stelio. Stelio. I think he's stealing this place. Anyways, so we are ready to open it up to him, and let his guys in, and lay waste to the current inhabitants. Do a hostile takeover, if you will. And let's get it. There we go. We've got some of these. And now I'm gonna pop this and see if we can't get it, there's those. We gotta run this way, I believe. Yeah.
I can take you.
I did tell you I was the best, right? Like, I killed them all, fam. Well, I wonder if I can just get rid of the problem. We're going to quick save here. And then we're going to just Zerk and see if we can get the damn book all on our own.
Yeah? Thank you for your help. We just hope. Anyway, here is your reward.
What?
Thanks again.
Turns out that if he bugs out, just start attacking him till you kill him, and then he'll reset and he'll be fine. Good God. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today. We'll pick this back up in a bit. I'm not sure with my schedule. It might be a minute before I get some more content out there. But we have Detect Life. We are cruising. We're still kind of gimmicky with our Berserk and dual wield, etc. We're buying levels when we can. We'll probably do some alchemy here again real soon. Do the loop and get some more gold so that we can continue to buy what we need. And we'll work on our house a little bit more, and that'll be that. So appreciate you for coming. Let me know if you've got any tips, tricks, comments, or critiques for the video, leave them in the comment section and we'll get to them as soon as we can. Other than that, see you at the next one.